Okay, so I'm doing body weight stuff now, which is really frustrating for me because I used to work with free weights, doing deadlifts, RDL, squats, walking lunges, step ups, all of the things that I love to do, which is more challenging and keeps my mind really focused in what I'm doing. And it used to be so like a flow, you know. Everything was working properly, everything was fine. And then a few things happened in my life which made me exercise just for the sake of exercising. I wasn't really while I was training, my mind was racing everywhere, thinking of millions of things. I was just doing the movement, but not being present, you know. Also, a few injuries happened as well, and I think because of the injury, especially with the deadlift, it made me a little bit afraid of deadlifting again. And once I started doing it, I think unconsciously I was doing it in a way to protect my back of not hurting again, so I wasn't doing it properly as well. So with that, I developed a lot of bad habits, which I've tried to fix it while doing all those exercises that I told you, but until now it's not working, meaning that I'm going to go back to body weight stuff, which at the moment, when it comes mentally, it feels boring. It feels it takes me a lot of mental effort for me to do body weight stuff, and but I will do it because I know it will work. I just need to fix a few things, so it's not going to take me a long time, and mainly is again connecting with my core, engaging my core, stabilizing my core, awakening my glutes. By fixing my pelvic tilt and engaging my core, I know I will definitely be able to awake my glutes and connect everything. So the exercise that I was doing was the sumo. The sumo, when we are doing, we feel a lot in our inner thighs, or the vastus medialis, and we feel it on the gluteus medius. I think that's medius, the one here on this side here. This is where we should feel more, okay? So I did 2 sets of 20. I did 1 set of 30, another set of 40. Now I'm going for my last set, which is going to be 50 reps, okay? The goal is to really feel the burn while keeping my legs, my glutes, my core, everything really tight. Before doing the sumo squats, I was doing conventional squats, the normal squats with the legs, shoulders width apart, and I did I think 4 sets of, I don't really know, because I was just focusing more on feeling the quads and engaging the core, so I don't really remember how many sets, but the reps was 20 up, okay? So high reps, and really focus on feeling the quads when you're doing normal squats. And the other thing is keep everything tight. The body, the entire body needs to be tight, under tension, okay? And on the sumo, one thing that I'm focusing before even starting the movement is to already have my glutes and my quads and everything really, really tight, but especially my glutes. I'm sending a lot of info from my mind to my glute muscles to really work. My thighs, they are working anyway, okay? And one thing that I've noticing that's happening is I'm adjusting my angle of my upper body to be able to fix the tilt, the pelvic tilt, and also I'm fixing my pelvis while I'm squatting. Okay, so things to have in mind if you're also fixing your squat and you're still working body weight. Okay, so going to 50 reps of sumo squats. And yeah, my so another thing that I'm going to do from now on is train legs, glutes, core every single day, so kind of like a seed. It works from the ground up. Okay, us as humans as well, when it comes to strength, we need to be able to have that stable base. Okay, so we need to be able to really ground ourselves when we are doing any kind of exercise, because of balance, stability. And the other thing, especially when you're, for example, squatting, deadlifting, you need to have that ability to push the floor away, or to torque, to really kind of like torque yourself on the floor and push the floor while you're doing every single thing. And every movement you do, even when you're walking lunges, it doesn't matter what you do, you need to be able to have like a very stable base, where you're pushing and you're moving forward, you're pushing the floor away. When we're running, the same thing, we need to be able to push the floor and go forward, push the floor and go forward. And having a strong leg, strong glutes, strong core, strong hamstring, everything. So, and then from up, it's really important. So I will take my time doing, when it comes to core, I will mostly also do some Pilates exercise, which will connect the core itself. Pilates is more for the core, you know, and I'll be doing also some abs exercise, which is to create hypertrophy on my abs, which will give me a more solid structure in my midsection, will give me more also stability and strength. So I'm going to do abs exercise as well. And my upper body, I will do some things in the afternoon. I don't know, I don't have a structure at the moment for my upper body, what I'm going to be doing, but as soon as I have, I will be sharing here with you guys. So now that I finished my sumo squats, I'm going to work on lunges, but maybe I'll start with we'll see. Let's go. that was 2 sets. I'm going to do one more because it's I'm doing 20 20 20. 3 sets is enough, and then I'm going to do the step up one. So the exercise that I'm going to focus body weight wise are the exercise that after I'm going to transfer with weight. So I'm going to go do it progressively. So first body weight, then I'm going to use dumbbells, and then I will move to barbell. Okay, but I will only move when I feel that my quads are working, my hamstrings are working properly, my glutes, my core, my upper body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Only then I will advance, like progress. Until then, I'm going to work every day body weight. When we do something every single day, we start to connect more with our body. We start to be more focused. We get better and better and better and better. We should not rush things, okay? In the past, when I was able to progress and be able to squat, deadlift, and do all those things, I didn't rush any of the stages. When I was doing Pilates, I just focused and I did that. And when I progressed, it's because I felt that I was strong and it was time to progress. You know, I felt and I knew it inside of my body, because you know yourself, you know your body, you know what you're capable of. So that's how I did it, and I spent my time doing specific things, especially when I didn't have a personal trainer and I didn't have money also to buy programs. I went online and I would check for exercises, and when I was able to go to the gym, I would mostly do machines because it was the safest thing I could do, and it was also what I felt comfortable doing. I didn't want to embarrass myself doing advanced stuff, so I stick to the machines. But even when I was doing the machines, I needed to feel. So when I was doing the leg curls, I really needed to feel my hamstring working. When I was doing leg extension, I really focused on feeling my quads working. So I didn't focus on the weight, I focused on my muscle contraction and tension, you know. And it took I didn't rush things. I didn't put a time, let's say, okay, 12 weeks, 2 weeks. I didn't. I just focused on, I need to feel my quads, I need to feel my quads, I need to feel my quads. And then for example, for my glutes, the machine that I was focused on more when I was doing machines was on the leg press. So I was pushing from my heels mostly, although my quads were also working, but that was where I focused on my glutes, while on the leg curl I focus on my hamstring, leg extension I focus on my quads. When I was doing the leg press, I focus on activating my glutes more. And I took my time, and when eventually I felt that my quads were strong, hamstrings, glutes, and everything, eventually, which it sounds like a coincidence, but it's not. Everything works. The master will show when you're ready. So I met a person that told me, why are you not doing squats? It looks like you're strong enough to do squats. Why are you not doing squats? And then the first time I did squats, I didn't have any balance. It was really weird to have a bar on my back because I was somebody that was only used to do machines. As soon as he put the bar on my back, I was like, whoa. I didn't know. I didn't have the awareness of my upper body to keep it tight and stable, so I could do the movement. And even when it comes to my hips, I didn't know, but because he was there to help me, I then I started doing it lightweight, and eventually I could put more weight and do more reps. It took my time. I took my time also with the same weight, just working on increasing my reps, and I was working towards endurance. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking too much and resting too much. I'm going to the last set, but mostly what I wanted to say is take your time, do everything properly. Don't worry about rushing things, having the perfect body until a specific date. Just take your time to feel that you're doing everything properly, that you're feeling all your muscles, that the exercise that you're doing, it's the proper one for the specific muscle you want to work, and if you really are feeling that muscle. So it means when you're exercising, you really need to be present. Okay, so let's go for the last set on this. unilateral exercises are very good for balance, which means we really need to connect with our core and our glutes and our legs. When they work separately, they will also fix any imbalances. Okay, so of course at the moment I'm still a little bit wobbly because I'm working on engaging the core and stabilizing. It's still not there, but working on it. Eventually the step ups will be more stable and I will be able to feel it more on my core, on my glutes, and my upper body will also be more stable, where my chest is up and stable and it's not caving, dropping right here, which is happening a little bit because of also my shoulder blades are not yet doing what they're supposed to be doing, but eventually they will. Another unilateral exercise that I'm going to do, it's the, I don't know how you call it, single RDL, body weight as well. Focus to strengthen our legs unilateral and work on our balance, my balance at the same time. Okay, 10 each leg, no rest in between. Okay, this one also, lights on. This one also wobbly, as you see. Like I said, develop core strength and stability, and even in engaging the core, engaging the glutes. Make sure the legs are completely tight. It will take a little bit of time, okay? It's just a matter of consistently working on it. I was noticing that on my third set, I was pushing my toe on the floor. I was pressing to be able to maintain, and then with the hands, on one side I was feeling better by keeping my hands like this. On the other side, I was having more balance if I opened my arms. So again, it's something that each one of us individually will figure it out with their body, what is the best way to do some things. Okay, for me, I was noticing that my arms, certain positions was helping me with this one. Let me see. Let's see how, maybe 3 sets of good morning. I'm just going to do to see how I feel of good morning or RDL, which one I feel better. Okay, because like I said, all exercise that I'm doing with body weight, I'm going to transition doing with weight. So 2 legs RDL or good morning will be also in my workout. So let's go and we'll see how it goes. So I'll try good morning first. Okay, with this one, the RDL felt better than the good morning because of my upper body. I need to be able to push my shoulders down, because one thing that's happening with me at the moment is I'm how you say, I'm keeping a lot of tension in this area here, and I'm making my body put the tension on my core and not on my neck. Okay, so, and because of that, I feel better keeping my hands down and doing the RDL instead of the good morning, because the good morning is at the moment interfering with something that I'm fixing at the moment. So for now, I will keep doing the RDL, and when everything is in order, we will eventually go do also the good morning, because the good morning is a really good progression once we are more ahead. Okay, so for now, let's do 2 more sets of RDLs. I'm doing 12 reps for each set, just for the mind and body connection. Okay, so for today, this is it. Tomorrow I will record a little bit of glutes on the floor, which is going to be core and glutes on the floor, and then I will do this full workout without talking. Anyway, I'm going to edit this and I'm going to share also without the talking part, just the exercise. But I want to do also one video where I do the full thing, the squats, the everything from beginning to end, and I forgot to do my calves, and I'll be sharing. So 2 different videos, one with core and glutes, and then another one with legs, from beginning to end, no talking. Okay, and that's it. Bye bye. Oh, another thing, sorry, stretching is important. But I don't like stretching just for the sake of stretching anymore. I'm going to do yoga flow that will focus on stretching the entire body. I will put the link on this video if you want to do it that way. If not, just do some flexibility work, meaning working on your splits, probably working on your bridge, bringing your legs up, pushing your arms. Just do different exercises to stretch the body, okay? And that will also help in doing the exercise with full range of motion and making sure that all the muscles are firing and working, because there's no shorten of muscles. Everything is working properly, okay? So yeah, do your stretching, okay? If you want to follow a yoga stretch, just I'll post a link as well.